What's up, guys? Here with another aderonn airsoft review. You might be wondering to yourself, what is that on his head? Is that a camera? Well, yes, it is a camera. This is the new Tachyon oucs HD. As you can see, just have it mounted on my hat. This is the new HD camera in Tachyon's oucs line. The oucs line is designed specifically for shooters, whether it be airsoft, paintball, real steel shooting, hunting, archery, whatever you name it, it can be used for that. Or any other things like biking, motorsports. If you just need a helmet cam that is small and compact, shoots in 720p, it can be purchased on tachyoninc.com for only $140, or you can get the SD version, the non-HD version, which is smaller, for $80. Links to both of those are in the description. And now to the full review, and then we'll do some test footage at the end of the video. So here we have the camera itself still mounted on the hat, as well as two other mounts that come with the camera. And then here we have the little protective casing for if you're playing airsoft or paintball or anything where the camera might get hit and take some damage. So let me just show you this mount right here. I'll go through all the mounts and then we'll show you the camera and how it works. But right here it's just clipped onto the hat. You can just squeeze right here and it easily comes off. I mean, there's quite a bit of pressure. You don't have much leverage on this, but easily clips off. And then this right here, this mount, has an axis that it can pivot on right there, and it can also spin. So you can mount it any way you want, and sort of it gives you a full range of motion. You can spin it around like that, go up and down like that. So you can mount this pretty much any way you want. This can clip on whether it be a hat like I showed you, or it can mount on to the strap of some goggles. It can mount on to the zipper of your jacket. That was an example shown on their website. It can mount on many different things in many different ways with this mount. But there's also two other mounts that come with. As you can see, let me just show you the mounting mechanism. There's three little sort of divots in each side, and then on the inside of the mounts there's three little bumps. Those align and lock the camera into place, so it's firmly mounted in your mount. So we'll go over this one next. This is the helmet mount. As you can see, it has slightly a sort of a concave shape on the bottom of the mount. It's not completely flat, and this is to account for the round shape of a helmet. So you can easily put this on a helmet, just mount it in there, right here. One thing that the camera does come with is this is an 8-inch strip of dual lock, which it just locks into itself like that. So you can easily cut whatever size you need of this. Say you can cut this length, cut two pieces of that, put one on the bottom of the mount, put one on your helmet where you want it, and then when you want to mount this, you can easily just stick it on there, and it'll stay on your helmet very securely. So moving on to the next mount we have, let's pop this out. This is the tripod mount. This can mount on pretty much any tripod with the sort of little screw on the bottom. So you can easily just put this on your tripod and use this as a regular camera. So those are the three mounts that we have here. Very versatile. Another mount that you can buy, which if you're in the if you're going to use this for airsoft or paintball, this is the Picatinny mount. This mounts to any rail that you have. This is a full metal housing for the camera, which keeps it extremely safe inside. It has some heft to it, so a BB or a paintball, it's not going to break this, not going to do any damage. There's actually a little lens there. I hope you can see the glare right there. There's a protective lens. It features rails on the top to somewhat compensate for the rail space lost by mounting the camera. And then the backside is completely open, so you still have access to the buttons on the back of the camera. This is $30 on Tachyon's website, so if you're interested in that, click the third link down in the description. Moving on, we have the protective housing right here. Like I said before, this is just to protect your camera from whether it be BBs or paintball flying at the camera. Just mount your camera in with the open side of the housing where the buttons are. So make sure it's facing up. The engraved Tachyon logo is the top side. Make sure that hits this side right here. lock it in so that the back side is opened up so you can still hit all the buttons you need. You can still put in your SD card and whatnot. And then you'll notice that these two sides are still open, and that is so you can still mount it to whatever you need to mount it to. And this is obviously not for the rail mount, but for the other 3 mounts right here. So now that we've gone over the mounts, let me take this off of this mount, and let me show you how all the buttons work. As for the camera itself, it's an extremely small camera, measuring in only 3 inches long by 1 inch by 1 inch. So really small, weighs in at 1.2 ounces or 34 grams. It's not really a big deal as for weight. It's not too bulky. It's not awkward to have on your helmet or goggles or anything. As for functionality of it, there's pretty much 1 button and 2 little, I'm going to call them slidey bars, I'm not sure for the actual term, but the little buttons that just sort of slide up and down. And then you have this port down here. You just pull out the rubber tab, and it exposes your little port to put in your USB cable, as well as where you put your SD card, your micro SD card. So when you get your camera, you're going to want to get micro SD card. They don't come with them, but Tachyon does have them for sale on their website. They have them in 4 gig, 8 gig, and 16 gig for relatively decent prices. I'm going to say, though, you can get them cheaper other places. I got mine on bnhphotovideo.com. Just Google that. This right here, 8 gig, class 10, $17. So that was a great deal. I was very happy with that. And with the SD card, when you get it, you're going to want to get one that's class 6 or higher. So anything class 6 or below will not give you ideal quality. It just won't work out well. So class 10 ideally would, class 10 gives you great image quality, but anything class 6 or above will work. Right here, I have an 8 gig one. Place it in with the gold teeth facing up. Just push it in a little bit, and then use your nail to put it in until it clicks. So here, let me see if I can. I don't know if you heard that, but it made a little click sound. You can feel the little spring tension come back. And then right here, you just have your little port. You can plug your USB cable in to that, and then into your computer, and it will start to charge your camera. As well as if you hook it up that way, then you can view your videos, edit them, and whatnot. The way I do it, though, is just take your SD card out, put it in a little adapter, so you can put it in your computer if you have an SD card slot, and then I find that much easier just to edit it right then and there. When you're done, you can just close up this little port. As for the buttons, we'll start with the 2 side ones. This one right here on this side, hopefully I can get good lighting. If you have it slid up all the way, that will take video, 720p, 30 frames a second video. If you slide it down like that, then it'll be by the little still camera, and that films, or doesn't really film, but it takes 1 still frame every 2 seconds. So if you want to do like a image time-lapse kind of thing. On this side, there's the little lock and unlock. If you have it slid up, it will unlock it and you can use the buttons. If you slide it down, it'll lock your camera, and if you hit the button, it won't do anything. So just sort of a safety mechanism. And then right here, there's a little reset button. There's a little hole with the button inside, so if you want to take like a pin or a paper clip or something, you can reset the camera. And then here, the big button, the one that really matters, is the on, off, and record button. So basically, if you want to record, all you have to do, hit it and hold it down until it beeps at you or makes the little music. So hit that. Makes that noise, release it. The light will turn green. That means pretty much it's turning on. Then it will turn red, and now it's recording. So it's actually recording what I'm saying right now. And once you're done, then you can just hit it, hold it, and it will beep at you when it turns, or hold it for maybe a second, let go, and then it'll beep. And so now it's turned off. So very simple. You can do all that without looking at the camera. You can just keep it attached to your hat or your goggles or whatever. You can just reach up, feel the button, hit it, turn it on, turn it off, whatever. So pretty much that's how you record and how you use the camera at all. It's very simple, nothing much to it, And now to the test footage.
Alright guys, so this is the first time I'm testing it completely. Right now I'm in my porch. This is considered probably a low lighting situation. So right now we're just in my porch. We go outside. Just opening up the door. Walking outside, hopefully you can see everything. I'm not sure how the microphone is picking up, if it can hear me alright. It's tiny bit breezy, but not enough to where you can actually hear it that much. You can see the tree blowing a little bit. So I'm just going to walk around a little bit and see how the camera holds up. So now we're back. I have the protective casing on. I'm just doing a test to see how the casing alters any audio, if it masks the audio or muffles it. Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah. Out of ammo right now. Let me just wind it up real quick. But I'm actually really impressed with the quality. I took the camera back inside, looked at the quality, and quite decent. So I'm actually filming this after I filmed the gun cam, which you guys will see in a second. Alright, so now you are mounted onto the gun, mounted on the strike, and just picking it up, putting the mag right in. I'm not sure how the camera is angled, if you can see all of the barrel or how much you can actually see. We're just going to test it out. This is the first time I've tried to use the gun mount, so let's see. Gotta wind it up, but I mean, it looks nice on there. It's the mount is firmly attached to the rail system, and you can attach this any way you want. Right now it's attached to the right side of the rail system. You can attach the bottom, top, left side, however you want.
So now we are back. This is pretty much my conclusion over this. I'm very impressed with the camera. I really do like it. After watching all of the test footage I took, very happy with how it turned out. For $140, I'm very happy with that price. You can also get the non-HD version for $80. Links are in the description once again. For me, it'll help my channel grow a lot. You guys have been asking for game footage for a long time, and so I'll finally be able to provide that. So I'm very happy. As for if this is the right camera for you, I can't say. Do your research. Figure out what you want, what this camera has to offer, what other cameras have to offer. This one obviously being relatively inexpensive and very small. Its compact size really helps. You can mount it in pretty much any way you want. There are other cameras which offer slightly better video quality but are a bit bulkier and much more expensive. So just do your research, look around, price check, watch actual test footage, watch people's reviews, and see which one works best for you. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or send me a personal message.